Rafael aja
Okay,
masih.
opening intent.
I just realized Rafael is using.
Rafael aja masih.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fokus lah.
Nggak apa-apa, lebih keren.
Okay,
Nggak
I'm
apa-apa.
admitting them all in, yeah, okay, guys.
Kenapa?
Bro. Wait.
I'm admitting them all in, okay?
Oke, admit lah.
Okay, I think it's time for me to.
Shut up, Arik.
Oh.
Yes, so far pakai sandbox sih, pakai itu sandbox. Gua mau compile itu ini kagak bisa.
All right.
Wow.
Yes. For all of you who've just joined the meeting, yeah, rename yourself with your student ID and your name. Unless you're not a Binusian, then you can just read. If it's already your name, then fine.
Vincent.
Huh?
Where's your?
We're gonna wait a bit before we start. There's still a few people coming in. I think we can wait a minute or two and then we'll start. Yeah, admit the people coming in, please.
Whoa. 20-ish.
Oh. I have no idea if anyone else is coming in. I think we can start. All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the second session of the Android Adventure Quest. For those of you who don't already, it's not more. Yeah, my bad. Good afternoon, everybody. Okay, so for those of you who don't already know, my name is Vincent. I'm one of the core team members of DSC, and I'll be your MC for today. With me is my partner Bentley.
Hey guys, I'm Bentley Edison from Computer Science major, batch 23.
For those of you who came to the last session, welcome back. It's nice to see you again. I haven't wrestled any monkeys in a week, but we're here to learn some Kotlin. Oh, we got somebody else coming. We got a few more people coming in. All right, so our agenda for today. So first of all, we've got an introduction to basic Kotlin by one of our DSC core team members. You can see him here, Rafael Danjaya. After that, we are going to be splitting you guys into breakout rooms for another kind of event. We're going to have games today.
So you guys better stay until the end of session because the games, we're gonna have a prize for the winning person. Yeah. So stay tuned, please.
Stay tuned for the games.
Will be fun.
And with that, as usual, if you guys have any problems later during the session, there's always people on standby. I think we can begin with the first section for today, Fel. You can start.
Okay, hello guys. Good afternoon. My name is Rafael. So I'm the speaker for today's session. In today's session, we are going to mainly take a look at basic Kotlins. We are going to take a look at data types. We are going to take a look at conditionals, also loops, and like how to set up and develop in Kotlin. Okay, wait for a moment. Let me share my screen. Okay, so for the reference for today's meeting or today's session, you guys can go to this website, likebear.net. I will copy the link to the chat box so you guys can have the like the guide, but this is not complete yet. We'll complete this later. How? Oops, okay. Okay, you guys can check the reference there, even though it's not complete yet. Okay, so before we get started, let's open our IDE. Like what my partner have explained last week, we are going to use IntelliJ for the Kotlin part, and then after we have done with the Kotlin part, we'll switch to Android Studio where we are going to develop the Android application. So yeah, you guys can start your IntelliJ. Okay. Okay, please wait. I think there's some problem with the IntelliJ. Vincent, maybe I think you can take care of the meeting first. I will need to restart the machine, I think. I will rejoin as soon as possible. Sorry.
Well, all right. We have some technical difficulties, so hopefully that will be resolved soon enough. Just reminding you guys later on during the setup for Kotlin, while you're setting up the various dependencies, there's going to be like a time frame where you're going to be waiting to install them. So if you guys have any questions, we're gonna have them in store later to ask Rafael. If you have any problems with the setup as well, you can ask. For those of you who may be joining the second session now and you didn't join the first session, during the first session we actually did an introduction on how to set up IntelliJ and Android Studio. So for those of you who haven't done that, or if by any chance you haven't done that, yeah, you'll need to get that set up for the rest of our upcoming sessions if you plan on rejoining until the last session to receive your SATs.
Join.
Again, we apologize for the slight time frame, but okay. So Rafael's back. Udah bisa, Vel?
Yes. Okay, guys. Sorry for the problem. So yeah. So if you have opened your IntelliJ, now we are going to set up for a new project. You can go to File, New, and then Project. And then you'll be presented with this dialog. You can head to the Kotlin section. First, I will explain a bit about what this different template means and also like what is the JDK thingy.
By the way, Fel, sorry to cut. Are you showing your screen right now?
Oh, okay. Can you enable my... Okay.
Can you make him co-host, Yohan?
Yohan?
Okay, done.
Okay. Okay, like what I'm saying, now we can head to create a new project. Now you can go to File, New, and then head to Project. You'll have this dialog shown to you. I would like to explain things all about. Okay, first we have, of course, our name of the project. This is just a of your project, and then the location. You also have the project templates. Kotlin is a very special programming language. It's not like if you are programming Java or you are programming C, you only usually have one compilation target. A compilation target is where you can run your code. In Kotlin, there is a few compilation target that is available for your code. The first one is JVM. JVM is Java Virtual Machine. If you use your code and then you want to target JVM, it means that your code can run whenever the machine has Java installed inside of them. Also, you have multi-platform. Multi-platform is what we call as Kotlin native. If you are compiling your application for example, JVM, if the machine do not have Java installed inside of the machine, your program will not be able to run inside the machine. But if you are using the native compilation target or the multi-platform compilation target, you'll be able to run your application even if your target machine do not have Java installed. The third compilation target is JavaScript. So for you guys who after learning the Kotlin basics, maybe some of you want to do Android programming. I believe most of us want to do Android programming. But if you guys want to do like web development or server development, you technically can also do it with Kotlin. So this is like a very good programming language to learn. And lastly, we have something that we call as JetBrains Compose. This is a UI framework or a framework that you can use to development for the development of graphical user interface in the desktop. It's currently still experimental. It was released around 1 week ago, so I don't really suggest you guys to take a look into this. But if you want to take a look into the other platforms and compilation target, yeah, feel free to do that because this is quite stable and most of them are used in production usage. Okay, the third part of this dialogue is the build system. So what is actually a build system? If you take a look here, we have Gradle, we have Gradle Groove, we have IntelliJ and Maven. If you guys if you guys have already developed some kind of Android application before, Gradle will be very familiar for you guys because Gradle is a dependency manager and a build system, which means you can add new plugins into your project, and also this Gradle will help you build the whole project and integrate the plugin into your projects. But in our case, we are not going to add as much dependencies as we'll be doing later in the Android section. So we'll be mainly using the IntelliJ build system, which is the most simple and the most easy build system for us to get started. And lastly, we have the project JDK. Like as I said before, because Kotlin can target JVM or Java Virtual Machine, we need to have a kind of Java Virtual Machine or Java Development Kit installed in our machine. So the way to do that is you can just select any version. So Java Virtual Machine, the most common version is 1.8. But in this case, I'll just be using the newest one. And also, if you guys are following along and this is your first time creating a Kotlin project, you may know that in your project JDK, it says like no JDK available or something like that. And then you need to download it first before you can continue to the next step. Yeah, I think if you guys haven't got any selection of any JDK version here, you can start to download it now by pressing the download JDK button, and then it will fetch the JDK. Yeah, you can select any version. The newest one is 15. Yeah, I will be using 15, and I'll be using Oracle Open JDK. So here, you can just press download if you want. Yeah, and then here we have actually JDK is, even though Java is owned by Oracle, there's multiple implementation of the Java development kit. So some implementation is like some people say it's better than the other, but technically it is just different implementation of the same standard, which mean most of the features are kind of similar. So yeah, you will be good with any of that version. Okay. Okay, before we continue, is any of you are downloading the JDK? Anyone is downloading the JDK, or maybe any question up to this point, or maybe am I too fast? Okay. Anything, guys? Should I wait or can I continue? If no one is downloading, I think we should continue. Okay, then. I assume that. Okay, if no one is downloading, I assume that most of you have already got Java installed on your machine. Now we can name our project. Yeah, let's name it, for example, Kotlin session 1. And then we can choose the console application, because now we are not going to design any graphical user interface. We just want to interface with the command line directly. We can press next. And then for this one, you will have task framework. Usually it defaults to JUnit 5 if I'm not mistaken. But for this particular session, we are not going to get into testing. We are going to choose Node. And lastly, for the target JVM version, remember that before we have chosen like a JVM SDK. JVM SDK is the development kit that you will be using with this project. But the target JVM is the target version that you want to be targeting to be compatible with your program. The lower the number here, for example, if you choose 1.6, the more machine is compatible with our application. So in this case, I'll be choosing the most common Java version available in the wild, which is Java 8, or the code name is Java 1.8. After choosing this selection, we can click finish, and IntelliJ will start creating the project for us. And we'll be greeted with this kind of panel, this kind of empty panel. And to locate your main file, you can go to your Kotlin session 1. You can expand the tree view, and then you can go to source and go to main. Here we have Kotlin and then main.kt. So Kotlin file is written with the extension .kt. And also, even though we have a lot of folders here, we are not going to work with them most of the time. The two folders that we are going to mostly work with is the test folder, where we are going to put our unit testing, integration testing, or end-to-end testing. We'll get into that in the next sessions. And the other folder that we'll be working with is the main Kotlin folder. Here is where we put all of our source code. Okay, and if you are selecting the same template as I choose, you will have this boilerplate, which is a main function with a single statement of println, which is to print a string to the console. Okay, so you can run it by clicking here, then click run. It will start building and download some dependencies. Yeah, you can just wait for it. This won't take very long. And it's already starting to build. If I'm too fast, or if you guys are still downloading, please just type on the chat box, okay? So I can make sure that everyone is on the same page. So if you run this sample code, you will have this hello world message, which is the result of this statement. Okay, up to this point, is anyone left behind, or anyone get any problem? Or do you have any questions regarding things that we've done up to this point? Okay, how to run? Okay, to run the code, you can just go to your main function, which is auto-generated by Kotlin, and then you can press this run symbol and then click run main kt, or you can do Control Shift F10. On Mac, I believe it's Control plus F5 if I'm not mistaken, or Command F5. Then you'll have the output on the bottom panel. Maybe I'll wait for a minute for everybody to get to the same point as I am. If you guys have any question, please just type it on the chat box. Okay, do I need to create a new file for main.kt, or is it automatically created? So if you are using the template, which is the console template that I've shown you before in this new project, and then you have this console application, and if you are using this template, this main.kt and then the function main will be auto-generated for you. But if you are not using this console application template, you might need to create your own main.kt and then create your own main function. Okay, guys, any more question regarding how to create a project and how to run the baseline template? Okay, I think we can continue. So firstly, we are going to, oops, there is a new chat. My display is different from yours. How to get to the new project window? To get to the new project window, you can just go to File, New, and a Project. Or if you are on the the window which is only this big, and then you have like the project list here, and then you have new project, you can click the new project, and then it will show you this dialog. It will directly show you this dialog, and then you can choose Kotlin, and then choose console application with Kotlin. Is it clear enough? Okay. What pops up? You also do not have that template. Okay, if you guys do not have the Kotlin template, you guys can go to settings, and then you go to plugins, and then you guys can make sure that you have the Kotlin template. Make sure that you have this Kotlin template. You go from settings, then to plugins, and then to Kotlin template. I believe that this should be included by default with IntelliJ. But if you guys do not have it, yeah, you guys can just install the plugin. Yeah, this is automatically included by IntelliJ. How about the other guys? Are you having... Okay, it is installed, but you do not have that template. Maybe can you guys send a screenshot on the chat? Or can you check about your version of IntelliJ? Are you using 2020.3, or what version are you using? Guys, for the techies, do you experience the same problem, or do you have the template on your site?
Nathan, Arvin, you guys there?
Yeah, it's the same template.
Okay.
Yeah, same for me.
Okay. Maybe for who asked just now, for Bernard and Edward and Monique, can you guys check out your version with from the help and then go to the version? Are you guys using 2020.3 or which version are you using? Or can you just send a screenshot of your new project dialog? Okay, need to update Kotlin. Yeah, I think maybe that's the cost. But I believe 2020 also have. Yeah, can you just send me a screenshot maybe? Or for Kevin, do you get it after? Oh, you need to update it first. Yeah, okay. So if you guys haven't get the template, you can update your Kotlin or update your IntelliJ to get the template, like what Kevin Herman do. If you guys have any question, yeah, just type it on the chat box, guys. Don't be shy. It's okay. I think I'll be waiting for maybe 10 or 15 minutes for the update to finish and for you guys to successfully create the project. How do you update Kotlin? You will have the notification, or if not, you can go to I believe you can go to settings and then you go to plugins and then it will say some plugin needs to be updated. Then you can just do the Kotlin and then update Kotlin plugin, something like that. Yeah, community version is also okay. Community version works okay with Kotlin. Kotlin is open source, so even if you are using the community version, you can work with it too. Any of the techies are using community version? Maybe. Can you guys show the dialog on your site, and is it working? Nathanael, are you using community version?
Yeah.
Is it working on your place?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. I believe that the problem lies on your Kotlin plugin, which have not been updated to the newest version, maybe, like what Kevin Herman said. So guys, please download the update and then create a new project. If you guys have got to this page, yeah, just tell me. I'm not sure about the newest version, but you can just press update and it will get you the newest version. Bernard, can you just send a screenshot to the chat? Why? Is it blocked or what? Okay.
You know how to upload files to the Zoom chat, right, Bernard?
Yeah, I think it's possible to do it in Zoom chat.
Isn't there the file button in the chat?
Okay, let's see. Okay, you are using the old. You're using the old template. So if you guys are having this kind of template, the one which is same with Bernard, you can just choose JVM idea, the top one, and then you can click next. This is the old IntelliJ, but if you have updated your IntelliJ to the newest one, you will have the same dialog as I have.
So for those who have the issue, just click the top one, yeah.
Click the top one, and I believe after that you'll be having like maybe something saying like a console application or something like that. Okay, so Edward, you can try the top one. Okay, Darren. Yeah, technically, it's not Visual Basic combined with JavaScript, but Kotlin is more to Java combined with like JavaScript. The source file is not collapsible. If the source, what template are you using, Edward? Do you? Yeah, I mean, after you choose that, do you have any selection options that you can choose? For example, like if for the one I'm using, I have like application and then console application and JavaScript, something like that. Do you have any template or not? Oh, okay. So if you don't have any, so the source file is not collapsible. Yeah. So if it's not collapsible, you guys can create a new file. You can right click, and then you can create a new file, and then or a new Kotlin script. Yeah, just do a new file, and then you put in main.kt. And then after you create the new file, get into the file, and then just put this code inside of them, and then try to run. If you have hello world, yeah, you are good to go. Okay, guys, are you able to get the stuff working on your side? Yeah, run the code with this triangle thingy. Okay. If you run the code and then you got the hello world message, it means that you are good to go for now. While waiting for our friends to finish the setup, yeah, if you guys have any question related to Kotlin or Android in general, yeah, you can just ask anything while we're waiting. You run it from here, Edward, not from here, not from the top one. You run it from the one beside function main, and make sure that you have typed this stuff correctly. Are you naming it main.kt or what? Or can you send a screenshot maybe to the chat? Okay, guys, any other issue? Or are most of you finished with the installation up to the hello world point? Okay. I think I'll be waiting for 5 more minutes. Um, are you using the Kotlin template at work? It seems that you are not using Kotlin template, or maybe are you sure that you have selected the right runtime for Kotlin, like how I choose the JDK and all the stuff? It seems like for some reason your Kotlin file is not detected by IntelliJ. Okay, maybe if yeah, yeah, maybe you can try what Nathan tell you. You can right click main KT and then run it. I believe if you choose the correct template, the run button should emerge automatically, because here it seems like IntelliJ do not detect that you are running a Kotlin project. Rather, you are just creating an empty project. So it doesn't show any interactive controls for your code. Do you have this button on your, if you right click your file, do you have this run main.kt? Okay, you can try go to the configuration, and then you can go to your to the add button, and then try adding Kotlin, and then you choose when you have to choose the main class, you can just click this and then find your, go to your main.kt and then click OK. How about main.kts? Main.kts, I believe it is Kotlin script. It should be only main.kt. But for this point, I believe that even if it's script, it should be okay. Just try to run this code and see if it's working or not. How about Bernard? Just now you have this kind of problem, right? How have you finished it?
Did you miss this question, Phil? There's another one. Says, why does mine show it as main.kts?
Oh yeah. So for the main.kts, it should be main.kt, but if you do it main.kts and then you run the KTS, I believe it's for Kotlin script, but if you run this particular code and it works on KTS, yeah, there's no need to change it, because I believe that Kotlin script, and Kotlin is both are comprehensible by the Kotlin compiler. Okay, for Edward, maybe you can try what Nathan told you. You can, when creating a new file, click Kotlin class or file. Try that one. Or maybe if by doing that you cannot run it too, maybe your installation of IntelliJ or your Kotlin runtime is faulty. Maybe it's best to reinstall IntelliJ if it's the case. Do any other? Okay then. Any other having this kind of problem too? Cannot run the Kotlin file? Anyone, guys? I'll help that with the debugging before we continue to the data types and all the stuff, all the coding stuff. Any more problem or question about setting up the project?
Another problem here, Fel. Run button doesn't show.
Oh, run button doesn't show. If you are okay, maybe if you don't have the run button, just create Kotlin and then do this stuff, and then I believe that will show the run button. If not, maybe you have not selected a Kotlin runtime, or maybe unresolved reference. Print not uppercase P. Try to resolve the error first, and then try to run it again. Okay. Okay, I'll show the steps again from the beginning. Please wait here, but I need to. Okay, so when we are starting, and then you'll be greeted with this interface if you are on the newest version. Or maybe I think it's better for maybe one of our techies who is using Nathanael, are you using the community?
Yeah.
I think you can share your screen so that the other can see how to use
Oh,
how
wait,
to
wait.
set up the project with the community edition.
Your screen is gone, by the way, Fel.
Yeah. I'm waiting for Nathanael to share his screen.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Okay, the run button shows, but unresolved reference shows. For who is this? Kira, are you still with the format of KTS, or are you with KT? Okay, this is how you do it with the IntelliJ Community Edition. You can select the JVM idea, and then you can click next. And then for this one, you can just name your project, but do not forget to select the project SDK, because if you do not select any project SDK, your code will not run. If you do not have any selection on your project SDK, please click the download button and just download any SDK. It's better to download the newest version, which is SDK 15. Then you can just click finish, and you should have the project set up for you.
We've got another Kotlin related question too, fell in the chat.
Oh, okay. So found main arg string. Okay, so what does this mean? Okay, this is actually a main function. If you guys originated from Java, you will know PSVM, public static void main. Function main is equivalent to public static void main in Java, but we have it this way because actually Kotlin should be compilable to JVM. So we need to have some kind of compatibility. This is just the entry point of your application. But if you guys are coming from languages such as Python or JavaScript, you will know that actually you can start your code anywhere and the application will be interpreted from top to bottom. But if you're using Kotlin, your application will start only at the point of function main. It will not start if you do not have any function main. I will talk about this deeper about what is args, what is array, what is string later. But at this point of time, we can just say like function main is the entry point of your whole application. Okay, is it clear enough? Does this answer your question? Okay, so how about the other guys? Do you still have problem with creating the Kotlin project and then running the hello world code? Nathan, maybe you can also show like how do you create the file and then run the file too, so it's easier for them.
Okay.
Okay, so to create the file, you can right click src and then go to new, and then you can go to Kotlin file or class, then you name it main. It's best to name it with uppercase M because that's the naming convention in JVM based program or JVM based languages, and then you can just write the function main and then all those stuff and then print learn. Nathan, can you please write it there too? Yeah. When you write the function main, the run button should automatically emerge. It's better to write it so that you know it's there. If you run and you click the run, like what Nathan showed us, you will see that the building process will start. And then you will see the hello world immediately on the console. Okay, so for Kira, the println function is actually written in all lowercase. So the n is not in uppercase. You need to write it in all lowercase. P is lowercase and the n is lowercase. Okay.
Sorry, my laptop is very slow.
Yeah, it's okay. After the building process finishes, a bottom panel will pop up and that will say hello world in if you copy my code, and if you follow Nathan's code, it will say hello. Both are okay. This is just to test that your installation is not faulty. Okay, guys, any other question? But if you have already followed exactly what Nathan showed you for the user of IntelliJ Community Edition, and you're still not able to get the program to work, maybe there's two possibilities. The first one is you have not selected the project SDK, or you have not downloaded the project SDK. You need to first download a Java JDK from the SDK part. You can just download it directly inside of IntelliJ. The other possibilities is your plugin is outdated or your IntelliJ is faulty. So yeah, just let me know if you guys are having a problem with it after following Nathan's steps. And also because we are running out of time, yeah, this is taking more time than it's supposed to be. So I will be waiting up to 2:25 GMT plus 7 if after that we'll continue to the next section, which is data type and variable. Please, if you guys have any problem or any question regarding the installation, please ask it now before we continue to the next section. Okay, guys, any more problem with the installation and the setup of a new project? How about Kira just now? Have you been able to run your project, or it still says unresolved reference? Okay, it works now. Okay. So I believe that most of you have got the project working with the hello world part. Yeah, all needs to be lowercase. So Nathan, I think I will stop your share right now. Yeah, I will continue with the material. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to take a look is basic output. So inside of Kotlin, we have two kind of output to the terminal, print, and then you can put in your message or anything you want. Here we are using this double quote to represent a string. So what is a string? A string is a sequence or of character. So that instead of string, you can just do hello, maybe hello like this. And then you have also the other one, which is println. And then here maybe you can pass in word. So println. Okay. So what's the difference between print and println? If you originate from Java programming and you can do something like this, you can click Control. You can hold Control and then click on the function, and you can see that actually what Kotlin is doing behind the scenes is actually it's calling the Java method of system.out.print. If you are from Java, you will obviously know what is system.out.print. It's calling this method internally. For you guys who are not coming from Java, you can just leave it as it is, because the main difference between print and println in Kotlin is print do not output a new line, while println output a new line. So what's what's a new line? What is the difference between these two? If you run this, you'll see that print hello, and then you have a space. If we run this program, we can see that this is outputting. Okay, wait, let's wait for it to build. Okay, it's outputting hello world, even though we are creating two separate statements. What is happening is when we do print, it is only printing up to this part. It prints hello and a space, but it do not create a new line, so that the program do not write word on the second line, but it write it on the first line after hello space. So this is the main difference between the two output method, which is print and println. And yeah, this is, we are just printing a string or a sequence of character. We are going to take a look at data types later, but simply saying, if you want to output a sequence of character or anything that is like words or anything like that, you need to wrap it inside of a double quotes. Okay, and also Kotlin is case sensitive programming language, which mean what your friend have experienced before. If you do print and then you write something like print with uppercase, this is two completely different names in Kotlin, two completely different identifiers to be specific. So Kotlin treat print and print with a lowercase as two different identifiers. Okay, this is how you output things. And also now we are going to take a look at how we declare variable and also data types. Okay, we have some chat here. Okay, if you for Bernard, I believe that you are using Gradle for your compilation. You should choose the IntelliJ build system rather than the Gradle build system, because it is easier to configure for our current use case. You can change your build system to IntelliJ. Okay, now let's take a look at how we declare variable and also data types inside of Kotlin. Inside of Kotlin, there's two ways of declaring a variable. The first one is by using a keyword we call as var. And as usual, var need to be written in lowercase. All keywords that is available in Kotlin is always written in lowercase, such as var is a keyword, fun is also a keyword. It's always written in lowercase. Later you'll see a lot more keywords such as if, for, it will also be written in lowercase. So in order to declare a variable, you need to give the variable a name. For example, you can give it the name data. And then if we want to put number as the data inside of the variable called data, or maybe let's do first the variable, let's call it first. So you can do this. You declare a variable with the value of number 10 inside the variable that is called as first. So how this works is this operator is what we call as the equal operator. It will evaluate the expression on the right side. Okay, so evaluate the right hand expression, store it in the left variable. Okay, so what do I mean by the right hand expression? This is a concept that is actually quite important, but there's actually a lot of programmers who don't really understand about the concept between expression and statement. In programming, we have the concept of returning data, and a data that can evaluate to a data is what we call as expression. So what do I mean by a data that can evaluate to a data? So if you do like 10 times 10, this will be evaluated to 100, right? This will be evaluated to 100. It means that 10 times 10 is an expression because it has a value. It has a return type. It has a data that can be evaluated from this expression. Even though it's similar if you do it like this, but on some cases, especially later when we get to the conditional part of the Kotlin programming language, we can see that actually you can use this right-hand expression for a lot of things. Okay. So this is the first way, which is var first is equal to 10. And of course, if we want to change the data inside of the first variable, we can do first is, for example, 20. We can do something like this, and then we can print first. If you want to call a variable from the print statement or from everywhere, you can use the name directly without putting it inside of a double quotes. So this would not work, but let's do print learn. So we have the new line. Okay, so if you do something like this, when you run it, we can see that later we'll have first and 20. The value that we want to print out to the console is 20 because we want to print the value of variable first. But if we want to print it out, we cannot use the double quote syntax. We need to call the name directly like this. Okay, that's how you call or reference a variable. Okay, this is the first type, which is var, and then the second type is file. File is kind of similar with var, but the difference is, for example, if you already have declared a variable called second with the data of 200, it's not possible to reassign a new value into the variable. It's not possible to reassign 100 into the variable second. If you take a look at the variable second, it will say file cannot be reassigned. This is because file is the keyword to say that I want to create a constant. One of the use case of this file keyword is, for example, you want to store the mathematical value of pi, 3.14. You want to store it. Of course, you do not want the value to be able to be changed in later times. For example, you change it to 7 or something like that. Of course, you want to make it stay 3.14. You can use file to prevent change to be done to this variable. Okay, that's the main difference between var and file. Var is mutable or can be changed, and then file is immutable. Okay, let's see, we have a question in the chat box. So file is similar to const. Yeah, in other programming language, file is const, but actually it's not 100% similar, because in other programming language, if you declare a variable, you still need to put in, for example, a const string and then whatever the thing following it. But in Kotlin, you just need to put file. It already means that you are declaring a variable that is a const. Okay. So to wrap this part up, var is mutable, and then file is immutable. Mutable means the value inside the variable can be changed, while immutable means the value inside the variable cannot be changed. Okay. Up to this point, do you guys have any question about basic input-output, like how do you guys print something to the console, and then how do you guys declare a variable? Do you guys have any question? Okay, it seems like there's no question, so we can continue. So actually, if you guys see the documentation of Kotlin, the proper way of declaring a variable is not only by, first of all, var a is 10. This is definitely valid, but the proper way is var a is an integer and then the value is 10, which we need to change to b because a is already declared. This is definitely, both of these are valid. But if you are providing a value directly to the var, for example, you do var a is 10, you already provide a value to this variable. If you hold control and then you hover over the variable a, you will see that Kotlin automatically know that a is an integer. Here, Kotlin also knows that b is an integer, but this is because we told it that b is an integer with the value of 10. Okay, both syntax are valid, but if you guys are creating a variable that you will directly put a value inside of it, like a is equal to 10, there's no need to do this. You can just omit the type declaration and Kotlin will get it directly for you. So the question now is, when should we use a type declaration inside of Kotlin? The answer is actually quite easy. For example, you can do var c is an integer. If you create a declaration of a variable, which is var c is an integer, and then you do not want to assign it directly, then you want to do like var c is 20 plus 90 divided and maybe times 2, something like this, then you can put in the type, because you would like to tell the compiler that this var c is an integer, and then you will put the value later. Even though if you do something like this, the compiler will complain and it will say join declaration and assignment, then we'll join it for you. And also, which means that you can delete the type declaration. Okay. This is just some tips to work with clean codes. Okay, and then let's talk about data types. We have seen two data types inside of Kotlin. We have integer and string. And then we also have float, we also have byte and all those stuff. So actually the main data types that we are going to work with is mostly integer and string and floats. Bytes is like bytes is just a variant of integer. It is a number. If you guys want to learn more about all the data types, we are going to only talk about 4 in this session. You can head to the website that I've gave you before, like bear.net, and then you can see the definition of each of those data types, which most of them you will not even use in your programs. Mostly you are only going to work with integer, string, and float. Even char is kind of rare. Okay. Like I've said before, string, you can do var a is string, and then for string you need to use double quote and then hello. Also for string is quite special. You can do like, for example, print learn. You can create a string like this, and then there is something that we call as string interpolation. And then maybe let's change this first to name, and then let's put in my name, Rafael. String interpolation is the act of gathering a data from a variable and then putting it into a string literal. So what is string literal? String literal is everything that is written between of this double quote. This is string literal. This is string literal, and then the variable is string. So this is also string literal. So how can we use string interpolation? We can do hello, my name is, and then we use the $sign, and then we can do name. This is what we call as string interpolation. This will take the value of name, which is Rafael, and then it will put it here. So hello, my name is Rafael. If you run it, you will see that okay, we are getting hello, my name is Rafael. Also, string interpolation is very useful because sometimes you're not only having to put string inside of string. Sometimes you want to put age, for example, integer. Maybe you put 19, and then you want to put hello, my name is Rafael, and I'm age. You can put something like this. By using string interpolation, even though you cannot directly add string with integer, by using this method, the age will be automatically converted into a string. If we run this, it will directly say that, okay, hello, and I'm 19, something like that. And also, this is actually a shorthand. The dollar and then the variable name is a shorthand. If you want to use the whole form, you can use the $sign, and then you can use the curly braces, these curly braces, and then you put, for example, name. The question is, when are we going to use the shorthand form, and when are we going to use the full form? It's actually quite easy. If you are only putting like the name or like the variable name, you can just use the short form. But if you want to do some processing, for example, name dot, you can see here we get a lot of methods. Some of them is we're not going to use them at all. For example, we want to get the length of name, which is 5, because we have 5 characters inside of name. We want to get the length. We can use it inside of these curly braces and the dollar sign. Because we have another processing that needs to be done on name, we can use this notation. If we press run, you'll be having hello, my name is blah blah blah, and then you have at last you have this value, which is 5. So this is what we call as string interpolation. This is a common practice in many programming language, and Kotlin is one of them. This is a new way to work with string rather than the old way you need to, for example, hello, and then you need to plus h dot to string. Yeah, this is like the ancient way of doing things. Then this is the new way of doing things. We are not going to use this plus operator in order to concatenate two objects in string. Okay, up to this point, any question, guys, about this data types and then string concatenation and string interpolation?
There's a question in the chat file.
Okay. What if you want to use a dollar as string? Okay, so we have something that we call as escape character. So for example, the easiest example of escape character is you can do print, and then maybe you say hello, and then you do /n. So when you do this thing, everything that you have, every character or every thing that you add after a backslash, it is called as an escape character. This is, even though this is 2 character, in the computer, this will be represented in a single character. So if we run this, it will have hello, and then we'll have a new line. We have a new line because /n is an escape character, character for new line. So the question is, what if we want to print out a dollar sign inside of a string? We can do backslash and a dollar. For example, $200. You can do something like this. If we print out this stuff, it will say hello and then $200. So this is the usage of escape character. And make sure if you want to use escape character is always using backslash. So you're using this backslash rather than the front slash. This is the character that is used by escape characters. Is it clear enough? Any more question, guys, about anything? Okay, so let's continue to the next part, which is let's go to the conditional statement. So just like the other programming language, we have conditional statement inside of Kotlin. So what is a conditional statement? A conditional statement is a statement. Remember that we have talked about expression and statement before. Expression is something that can be evaluated and it has a value. 10 times 10 is an expression. But a statement is something that does not have any value. It will process things, but it doesn't have any value. So in Kotlin, it is quite special because if is statement and expression at the same time. Okay, so how is this possible, you may ask? Okay, let's go and take a look at the example. The very basic syntax of if is if you use the keyword if, use it in lowercase, as I've said before, that all keywords is written in lowercase. And then you have this parenthesis. Inside of the parenthesis, you can put it any expression. So the syntax is if, and then you put expression inside of it, and then you have this. So the expression needs to evaluate to a Boolean. Okay, we haven't talked about Boolean before, but what is a Boolean? A Boolean is actually a value that will returns either true or false. So you can do if true. This is definitely valid, even though this is kind of stupid. You will always do like, maybe you can, var a is, let's put an expression which is 10 bigger than 5. This is a valid expression which evaluate to true. Then you can do a. This is valid because a is true, and then if a is a Boolean, so you can do if a. Then you will need to put the curly braces. So if you guys are new to programming, there's different kind of what you call as bracket in the normal English, but in programming we call it differently. This is what we call as the parenthesis. This is what we call as the curly braces, and this is what we call as the bracket. Okay, so this is two different brackets that you usually will call brackets, but this is not brackets in programming. This is parentheses, this is curly braces, and this is brackets. Okay, so inside of the curly braces, you can do whatever you want. For example, you can do print 10 is bigger than 5. Okay, if you run this, I'm not sure if I've said about this before, but everything that starts with this double slash is a comment. A comment is a piece of code that will not be executed. The whole line which started with this double slash will not be executed by the compiler of Kotlin. So if you write anything here, this is just like a reminder for you later, so that you know what you are doing, because most of the time after you write the code, you forget what you are trying to do. Okay, if we go back here, we can see that if a is 10 bigger than 5, of course 10 is bigger than 5, so it evaluates to true. Then it will run the code inside of this block, which is 10 is bigger than 5. So we can see that the output is 10 is bigger than 5. But what if we want to print out something is if this variable is not true? For example, if a is false, how can we do that? We can use another keyword, which is else, and then we can do something on the else block. For example, we can do print learn 10 is smaller than 5, which is not possible, but let's just make it possible. Okay, 5 is bigger than 10, which will return false. So if we run this block of code, we'll see that it says 10 is smaller than 5, which is kind of stupid, but we get a point. If something or some expression that will evaluate the Boolean is put here, and then it evaluates to false, we will run the else portion of the if statement. If this expression evaluate to true, we'll run the first portion or the if portion of this if statement. Okay, so this is what we call as if statement. We use it as a statement because we do not treat it as expression. For example, if it's expression, we can do it var a is or var b is this, even though it's possible, but in this case we are using it as a statement. The other use case is you can also use it as an expression. So maybe if you guys haven't been using a programming language with functional programming in mind, it will seem like this is a stupid concept that if statement is also if expression. But actually, if you have used it, you'll see that, oh, it's actually really nice to have if as an expression. So how can you use it? Here we are declaring a new variable called b, and then we can do if true. This can be just anything. For example, 10 is 10. Also, this is what we call as the equality operator. So if you see here, we have var a is equal 5 is bigger than 10. This is assignment operator, and this is the equality operator. If you want to compare between two value, if it's equal or not, you can use the equality operator. So if you compare things, use the equality. If you want to get things from the right side to the left side, use the assignment operator. You can say if 100 is 20, then returns 20, else returns 10. Okay, so if you see here, this syntax may seem weird, but this is a valid syntax inside of Kotlin. Let's first print B. And let's just comment out this one. If you want to comment multiple lines inside of IntelliJ, you can just block the line and then hit Command / or Control /. It will automatically comment it for you. Then we can run the statement. And if we see here, we have 10 as the result, which is because 100 is not 20, so it runs to the else block, which returns 10. This value is then evaluated and then sent to the left side because we have the assignment operator. If 100 is 20, then it will returns this value to the variable b. But in this case, it's not, so it will return 10. Okay. Any problem about if statement and if expression? This may seem so weird at first, but actually this is very simple. Any question? Oh, okay, we have to chat there. Okay. Okay, so let's continue. If there's no more, if there's no question, we can continue to the next part, which is we have talked about data types. We have talked about variables. We have also talked about conditionals, which is if statement and expression. We are now going to go for loops. So what is loops? Loops is actually a way for you to repeat things inside of computer programming. So in Kotlin, the syntax is quite easy. You can do for i in maybe 1 to 10. This is the way you loop through things. So if you print and then I, you'll see that we are having 1 to 10. 1 to 10. This is the way to loop things, which means that you want to repeat e or I, we repeat I from 1 and then 2, 3 until 10. It will stop at 10 if you use this syntax. There's another syntax which is for I in 1 until 10, println I. This is actually quite similar to the top part with one exception. Okay, let's wait for the build to finish. And the exception is if you go and see the result, the upper loop, it prints until 10 because we say 1 to 10. But if for the lower loop, it says 1 until 10, it will only print up to 9 because 10 is not included in the loop. So this is the difference between until and this separator assignment. And also we have another way of doing this is for I in 10 down to 1. This is just the other way of doing, this is the reverse of this one. This one we call it from 1 to 10. This is from 10 to 1. If we run the statement, okay, we'll have from 10 to 1. We'll have from 9, I mean. Is it 9? Yeah, it's from 10 to 1, including the 10 for this down to. And of course, you can skip the loop. For example, you want to loop from 1 to 10, but you only want to print every 2. You want to increment it by 2. So you can do something like this. For I in 1 until 10, steps 2. You can do this. For example, let's just delete this. And for expression that use block statement like if and for example, you can, if you have only one statement, you can just put it here without the curly braces. So you can do println and then I. You can do it like this. It's also true for if. You can do if true. If true, then you can do println true. You can put it like this. If you only have one action to do, if this block is okay. So let's build and see the result. We can see here that it has 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So it loops from 1 to 10, but it will step 2 every time. So 1, it adds 2 to 1. So we have 3 and then 5 and then 7 and then 9. This is how you do things. How do you do loops in Kotlin? This is the first kind of loop actually. So Kotlin, we have loops. We have mainly while loops, do while, and for. For is the most common thing. And then the other one we can do while. So while true will run forever. So while the expression that is put inside this parenthesis evaluate to true, the while clause will run. And then for example, you can do print, or maybe you can set a variable outside of it. Var a is 10. And then we can do if a is 20, then break. Okay, so what does break do? Okay, before that, we need to print the value of a, println maybe, println, and then we want to add the value of a by 1. In Kotlin, just like Java or C++, you can do the ++ operation, which means that you add a value into the variable a. So 10, a is 10. If you do a ++, a become 11. Okay. And then what does the break mean? Break means if a is 20, you want to get out of the while loop. So even though while true is technically an infinite loop, you want to check if the value of a is 20, then get out of the loop completely. To get a better idea, let's first run the code. Okay, we have something like this. So a is 10, and then every time it runs, we have 11, 12, 13, up to 19. Because when it's 19, when it should be 20, it adds before it able to print, and then it checks if a is 20, which it is, and then it will break from the loop, which means that it will get out of the while loop. That's about while loop and loops in general. Up to this point, guys, do you have any question about looping in Kotlin? Okay, no question. Okay, so if no question, let's now move to the concept of function in Kotlin. In Kotlin, like I've said before, we need a main function. So if you are from like Python, you can just put print, and it will run without needing any main function. But because Kotlin targets JVM2, they need to comply with the Java standard, so that they need a main function. So a main function is where your code runs. So what is function? Function is like a usable piece of code that will process the data and may create a side effect, and it may accept an input and may also returns an output. So what do I mean? Let's see two functions. The first function is add. So to create a function, you can use the function keyword, and then you can use the function name. In this case, it is add, and then you can put in the parameters. For example, the parameters is num1, and then you need to specify the data types. In this case, we want integer, and then num2, which we also want integer. And then we want to specify the return type. The return type is what kind of data are you going to return to the caller of the function. We'll take a look at the caller later, but in this case, we want integer. So we can do return num1 plus num2. Okay, this is what we call as pure function. No side effect. As a pure function is a function that has no side effect. What do I mean by side effect? If you take a look at this function has an input and then it has an output, but it do not change anything outside of it. So this is a function without any side effect. If we want to call it, we can do print, for example, print learn, and then we can call the function by using the function name, and then we give it a parenthesis. So add parenthesis, just like print parenthesis, we have add parenthesis to call the function add. And then here we need two arguments, which is number1, which is an integer, and then number2, which is an integer. And here, by writing it this way, we are actually creating what we call as positional arguments, which means that if you want to input number1, we should put it in the first place, and then number2 should be placed on the second position. So if we do 10 and 20, number1 is 10 and number2 is 20. You cannot reverse it or do it like you want to specify num1 is equal to 10. You cannot do it because this is what we call as positional argument. This way of method calling is the most general way. We'll take a look at maybe name argument later in the later sessions, but this is the normal way of how you do it. And here, if you check, you can actually see that we are returning something, and then this return value will replace this function call. So the print will not see a function call, but it will only see the result, which is 10 plus 20. If we run the code, we can see that the result is 30. So this is the basics of function. And also we have the one with side effect. So the one with side effect is something like, for example, function print add num1, which is an integer. It returns nothing, and then we can do print learn, and then num1 times 100, for example. This is the one with side effect because we and this is what we call as function with side effect. The side effect is the printing. So if you want to call this function, it's actually quite easy. You can do print add and then 100. We'll see that it will print 10,000. Yeah, I will print 10,000. But the question is, when should we use pure function and when should we use function with side effect? In a perfect world, we'll be using we'll be creating all function as pure function because firstly, pure function is easier to debug or easier to find bugs. It's easier for us to test if the function is faulty or not rather than function with side effect because we need to always keep track of the side effect. So the best practice is always to use pure function whenever possible, and you guys can create one or two side effect function for the sake of easiness. But this is the best way to do things. Use the pure function. Okay. Any question, guys? Okay, so we have question from Eric. Does string interpolation work with Python and Java? Yes, for Python, we have string interpolation using the F string. You can look for, can look on the internet. You can, it's called F strings in Python. And in Java, I believe that you have string interpolation started with SDK 13. So it's not available for every Java version. You need to use a specific Java version in order to use string interpolation. Oh, okay. Thank you, Arvin, for answering. I haven't seen the answer below. Sorry. Okay, so is there any question about these things? About function, about conditionals, about loops, about data types, about printings and all those stuff? Okay, Bernard. So the main difference between print and println is println you have a new line after the data is being printed out, while prints you are only printing in one line, which means if you do print and then you do another print, you will have the result in the same line in the console. Most of the time you'll be doing println, except for some specific use cases. Okay. Any other question, guys, before we continue to the next segment? Okay, for side effects is actually a more conceptual concept rather than practical, because if you are doing a function with side effect, it doesn't really affect your program, because it is definitely valid to create function with side effect, but this is not a very good things to do. So a normal function is function that have an input and then it has an output. So you have something in the parameter or nothing. It may have an input or no input. It's actually okay if you do not have any input, but it should return something. So like this one, you have number one, number two, and then it returns the value of number one being added with number two. This is what we call with pure function, because before we return this, there is no like maybe printing, or we change some variable in other places. There's no something like that. But with function with side effect, we are actually outputting something to the console, or we are changing some other variable that should not be changed on that function, or is not passed to that function as a parameters. That is what you call as function with side effect. The best thing to do is create a pure function, a function with no side effect. This apply to any programming language, not to just Kotlin. Function which is pure is usually easier to debug and usually create less problem rather than function with side effect. Okay. Is it clear enough, Eric? Eric Edgari, I mean. Okay, thank you. Okay, so for Eric, the other Eric, does Kotlin automatically run main function? Yes, Kotlin automatically run main function because your code starts at the main block of the function. If you do not provide any main function, Kotlin do not know which function. It does not know which function that it should invoke at the starting of the program. Okay, so I think that's it for the session. If you guys have any question, you guys can check out the website like bear.net. The references is there. Also, you can DM me if you guys have any question too. I'm okay with that. You can maybe ask on the DSC group in the WhatsApp, or DM me personally. Okay. I think that's it for today. You have make it. You have learned about conditional loops, data types, and then simple input output inside of Kotlin. So let's head to the next section. Back to you, Vincent.
All right, guys. So we are a bit off schedule because of the technical difficulties everyone had, but hopefully by next session we'll have more time. So I'm gonna brief you guys on what's coming up next first. So we're going to be playing a game after this. I'll explain the rules in a second, but you're going to be playing in teams. We're going to be putting each of you in breakout rooms where you guys can discuss today's material. And now I will explain the rules of the game and what we're going to do. So you guys are going to be in your breakout rooms with your teams. We're going to be playing a trivia game, pretty much a quiz. And so within your breakout rooms, you guys are going to choose a representative for your team to pick out the answers. And then and then there's going to be a prize at the end. So wait, let me explain the rules of the game. So we're gonna give each of you a buzzer later. You guys are going to visit a website, and you guys are gonna have to ring a buzzer. Let me share my screen first so you guys understand what I'm talking about. Just Okay, my screen is clear, guys, or what?
Yes, yes, yes.
There. Oh, okay. So we're gonna have this kind of format of a game. So first of all, later once you guys are out of your breakout rooms and back into the main room, we're going to decide who gets to choose what first. We have different sections: variables, functions, conditionals, and loops based on the material that we learned today. Uh, so how the game is going to work is, so for example, once I get into one of these questions, I'm not going to show it because we're going to show this later. The first person to ring the buzzer after I read the question will get to answer. We'll give you a minute after I read the question to come up with an answer from your group, and your representative will then give the answer later in the buzzer website, or you can use the Zoom chat. Open your mic. Just make sure you give your answer when we call you out. So for example, if you pick like a question like 400 here, this is the amount of points you're going to get for answering the question. So the further down the list, the more difficult the question. Remember that there is a prize, and this is going to go to the representative of each group. Yeah, so you guys can do whatever you want with the prize. You'll know what it is soon enough. But for now, I think we can start. We can start creating the breakout rooms.
Groups.
Yeah, you can just start assigning everyone you want. For whoever are still in the main room, please join your breakout rooms to discuss the games. Yeah. Oh, well, later in the breakout rooms, tell them that they'll be coming back at a certain time. Yeah, you like within 10 minutes. You can like announce it to everyone.
Still 2 participants in the main room.
I think we can start going around the breakout rooms there, Ben.
Where do you want to go first?
Just make sure you have the buzzer link ready. Yeah.
I'm ready.
Or does you won't have it? Okay, just give it
I'm
later
ready.
when they come back to the main room. Okay.
Okay.
Just go into one first.
Okay.
Breakout room.
Okay, guys, I guess we're just waiting for someone to call a technician over or something.
Okay.
Atau you juga mau Rafael kayak masuk ke dalam kayak tanya dia any question gitu juga nggak apa-apa kok.
Aku istirahat dulu, Yon.
Oh, okay. Or maybe Arvin or Nathan can do
Yeah,
that then, I
boleh.
guess.
Yep, sure. By the way, I don't see any breakout room
Okay.
button here.
I'm gonna put you in one ya. Okay, hold on.
You can pick which breakout room you wanna go in.
Kita kayaknya terlalu apa ya, Yon, hari ini. Terlalu yang error kebanyakan.
Harusnya next week udah enggak sih, kan udah pada setup semua kan abis ini.
Iya. Aduh, pusing. Kalau next week berarti gimana ya? Materi yang minggu ini kita ulang lagi nggak ya? Yang beberapa yang kelewat? Atau kita jelasin pas jawaban kuis saja? Kan kayak tadi ada kan jawaban kuis yang belum ada dibahas di tempat tadi.
I guess kita bisa kayak sebentar di awal next week kayak tanya, do you have any question from last week gitu kali ya.
Oh, boleh sih. Soalnya kan emang ini tadi Vincent bilang tinggal 10 menit. Aku udah lewat dari 10 menit tadi, udah nggak sempat lagi.
By the way, what am I supposed to explain to them?
I just ask them, do you have any question gitu regarding today's material before the game gitu loh.
Okay.
Yowan, tadi aku ada kecepatan nggak Yowan? Atau just right aja?
Not really sih. I think
Not
that was
really, ya.
fine.
Soalnya tadi kayak aku akhir-akhir udah mulai kencang gitu, udah nggak ada waktu.
I just realized room 4 only has 3 people. Wow.
Yeah, I think someone just quit.
Yeah, they left. Wait, are they at least deciding on a representative on group 4?
No,
They're just not doing anything.
they are not doing anything.
Oh no.
Jadi representatifnya aja, Bang.
Mantap eh. By the way, Vincent and Bentley will visit them, right?
Yeah, they're in there right now.
Yowan, someone
cool.
is in waiting room, Yowan.
Oh iya, ada Bernard.
Can you put me back?
Do you know which breakout room you were in?
I think it's
What? Can you repeat?
I think it's 1.
Okay. Khawatir nih grup 4. Kayaknya nggak ada yang bakal mau maju nanti. Kalau gitu kita ngapain ya? Masa kita hapus group 4 dari timnya? Masa gitu ya?
Maybe we can redistribute them.
Oh, kinda late though. Kita bakal tutup record room in 1 minute.
Iya sih.
Oh,
1 minute.
Cuma mungkin untuk hari ini nggak apa deh. Nanti untuk selanjutnya kita pikirin aja caranya lagi kali.
Jadi grup 4 kita nggak masukin gitu ke tim game ya.
Kita lihat mereka ada yang mau apa nggak nanti gitu aja kali.
Oh, yaudah.
Kalau nggak ada anggap ya gimana kan.
Hello Edward, do you know which breakout room you were at? Okay.
Yowan, kenapa grup 5 ramai kali Yowan? Ada Vincent, Benzi, Nathan.
They're going through all the groups to check it out, you know.
Oh, oke.
Nice.
Bing, kamu tuh cek grup atau kamu cuma jalan-jalan tadi, Bing? Cuma numpang lewat kayak kamu, Bing. Cepat kali kamu kembalinya.
Saya nggak ada jelasin apa-apa. Saya cuma tanya, do you guys have any problem so far? So mereka bilang
Dia
nggak.
tengok
Udah
kap-
oke. So the host will visit you guys soon.
Vincent, what about group 4?
They
I
didn't
checked
say
it
anything.
out, but they were really, really, really quiet.
Yeah, they're so quiet.
We're scared that they're not gonna have a representative. If that happens, do we just remove them?
I joined them already. So
We're gonna close it in 20 seconds. 10 seconds now.
yeah. We have to.
If they don't have a representative, do we
Someone
not
is in
include them?
waiting room.
Kenapa Yon?
If they do not have a representative, do we just remove group 4 from the game for today?
Let's ask them first lah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna close it right now.
Kalau nggak jawab ya itu aja. Cosmo Bus, here we go.
Ben, you can send the link later.
I will.
Wait for them all to
One?
come back, and then
Then why did I send you? Yo.
And we're just waiting for them to go back to the main room now.
Dudung.
I can't see the participants. Is the Zoom window blocking the browser?
Yes, it is. It does.
Udah Vin, udah hilang.
Edward, Darren, Vania, Bernard, Kira, Brian, Putra, Arik.
If we went to get IoT doorbell. No, why does it have to be? Why is that so specific, bro?
Yeah.
Why is it so specific, huh? Why IoT doorbell? What if you got with IoT doorbell? Oh, is that everyone you want?
I believe so, yes.
Okay.
So we're gonna send the buzzer link in the chat, guys. Each of you are gonna the representatives are gonna go onto the Cosmo Buzz website. So there you're gonna be able to ring your buzzers to answer the question. Yeah. So you can send the link, man.
I did.
There.
Only for the 5 representative, okay?
Once we have 5 representatives, we can start ringing the first buzzer to see who's gonna pick first. Yeah.
Eric Edgar is here. 4 more.
Yeah, you can rename yourselves if you'd like to your real names, please, or even the team you're representing.
Yeah.
That works.
Can you rename yourself to your group and then your name?
Actually, yeah,
It'll be easier.
It's probably easier if you rename yourself to your team, because I'm not immediately familiar who's in which team yet.
Rejoin. Oh, I can kick you.
That's pretty rude.
Team 4. Who is it? Or don't just put team 4. It's okay. Okay, Kevin. Kevin is here.
I believe there is a text box here, Ben, on the Cosmo.
Yeah, there is the text box.
Yeah, so some of these questions are going to be different formats. Some of them are going to make it so that you have to write your answers, and some of them are going to be multiple choice.
Kevin just buzzed.
Is it ready, Ben?
It's ready.
Ready, yeah.
Wait. It breaks. The room breaks. Sorry, guys. Use that room again. That's the new one. Because I opened the bus since yesterday. Team 2, Team 4. Where's Team 1? 5. 2 more. Don't bus. Where are Team 1 and 3? Okay, Vincent, they are all here.
Okay.
Stop buzzing, Team 5.
Okay. Give the countdown, Ben. They're gonna ring the
Okay.
buzzers. You guys are gonna ring the buzzers to see who goes first. All right, let's go.
Okay. Okay. I'll give a countdown. Okay. In 3, 2. Come on, team one. I haven't finished.
On one or on go?
On go. On go. On go.
On go, guys.
In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, Kevin, team 3. Kevin.
Team 3. All right. Okay, team 3. Which one are you gonna pick?
Kevin, which one are you gonna pick, Kevin?
You can type in the chat. You can use your voice. Go ahead.
Variables 400.
Variables 400. Right. Let's open it up.
Oh.
All right. So I'm gonna read out the question. I'll give you 30 seconds to answer. It's fine. Fun main var result 5 divided by 2 println result. What is the output of the code above? So you have A 2.5, B 2.0, C 2 only, D 5/2, E 0.1, F error, G console does not output anything, and H none of the above, and you can give your own answer. Yeah, so 30 seconds. Run the timer, Ben, and then we're gonna buzz.
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
I thought you said I thought 30 from the beginning. You said.
No, 30 after I'm done.
Then 20 seconds. 20 seconds.
He's
You
rushing
need to buzz. Okay, I'm still locking the buzz. 10 seconds. On go. 9.
How to answer again?
Just buzz. You will
just
need to
wait.
buzz.
Just wait. After this, you guys are gonna buzz again.
2, 1, go. Okay. Group 5 answer. What is your answer?
So group 5 buzzed. Okay, so group 5, what's your answer?
C, lol.
Wait, who said that?
Is it Ken?
Oh. My bad.
2.
Group 5?
2? So that's
2?
C, right? Yeah. Okay. So you answered 2. Yeah. All right. Let's see the answer. It is.
Oh, you're correct.
Because division in Kotlin results in integers, the numbers before the dot are omitted, leaving the one in front of it, unless at least one of the numbers, either numerator, denominator, or decimal. Yeah, as you know, so the result is an integer. Just reminding guys, if one of you gets the answer wrong, then it'll move on to the second fastest buzzer. Yeah. So even if you buzz and you don't get first, if the person gets it wrong, you still have a chance to answer after.
Yes.
I guess they can buzz again then to pick the next question.
Okay, on go. Okay.
Keep giving countdowns. Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, team 1.
Team 1, what are you picking?
400 for what teammates help me.
Functions. All right, functions. All right, what is the return type of this function?
No.
Ungreet string, high name. You have 30
Teammates
seconds.
also help me, please. I die.
You have 30 seconds, guys.
On go, 25 seconds.
No.
20 seconds. Need the buzzer, okay.
No.
15 seconds.
No.
5 seconds.
No.
4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Buzz.
Buzz. From the team, buzz.
Wait. What do I do now?
Wait,
Have you buzzed?
Yes, I did.
Who buzzed first, Ben?
There's 6 buzz, but there's like team 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's Ken and Felix. Here.
I do not understand a single bit. What is this?
Okay, so who went up first? Who buzzed first?
FLX.
FLX. FLX, which team are you in? Which team are you representing? I believe you're in team 4, yeah. Okay, so FLX, what is the return type of this function? What did they answer, Ben? Can you please read it out?
STR interpolation, shorthand. Short.
STR interpolation. So I believe you mean string, right?
Mm-hmm. I guess so.
Okay, we'll assume that that's what he means. And let's see the answer. It is unit.
So it's a wrong answer.
Reason why is because as you can see here, it says fun greet name string. This is the parameter that it takes, right? But we never explicitly mention the return type of the function. And so it's actually unit. Oh wait. Oh, actually I did this wrong. I was supposed to give the question to the next fastest person.
Yeah.
Well, sorry for that. But did anybody else know that the answer was unit? Yeah, but it does not return value. Unit is void true. Oh, so that's what you meant, FLX.
Oh.
Okay. My bad then. All right. Okay, we can give you the points if that is really what you meant. Yeah.
Team
Sorry about
4.
that. If I misunderstood.
Okay. Let's do another countdown. In 3, 2, 1, go. Team 1 again. Not again. Team 1.
Alright, let's go guys. Mau yang mana lagi nih? Well, what are we picking? Please. 300 loops.
Did Bernard? Is it your turn? Did you?
He did. Team
Oh, okay. What did you pick?
Team 1, right?
Yeah.
300 loops.
300 conditionals and loops. Okay, let's go. For B equals true if B print Google, else print Apple. What is the output of the above code?
Oh no. Why is the question?
You guys have 30 seconds before you can buzz again.
10 seconds.
The output is Google.
Hey, buzz.
Wait, what? You can't just answer.
Oh, wait, what?
Okay, team 1 just did buzz, so yeah.
Also, they buzzed first anyway.
Yeah.
Google.
Okay, but please play by the rules, yeah. Once.
I'm sorry. I'm really panicking right now because I don't know.
You have to buzz first before you answer the question.
Okay.
Gotta give a chance to everyone else. All right, go again, Ben.
Is it correct? Oh, yeah, it's correct. Okay.
Yes, it was correct.
Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go. Team 1 again.
Team 1 again. Okay, team 1.
Oh my god.
Pick.
No. I'm just used to play also. Hold on.
Yeah, I play also. Okay, never mind.
Wait, which one, guys? Points and topics. Loops 400. Loops 400.
400. Okay. Which of the following is the correct syntax to declare a range for a for loop in Kotlin? There can be more than one answer.
30 seconds start from now.
Remember, yeah, 30 seconds, and then you buzz again if you want to answer.
Okay. So sorry for the last time.
Yeah. No issue.
15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Someone already pre-fired it. Group 5.
Group 5. Really? Group 5? Okay.
Yeah.
What's your answer?
My answer is B.
Is it correct, sir? If not,
Let me say that the answer is wrong.
Okay.
So who's the second?
Team 2.
Team 2, what is your answer? Remember, read the question. There can be more than one. B and D. Yes,
Beta and delta. Yeah.
that is correct. B and D.
Yeah.
Sorry about that, Team 5, but you guys missed the other one. Come on, man. B and D. Rafael said that there were two, yeah? Right.
Okay.
How about again?
3, 2, 1, go. Team 1. Of course.
Okay, hold on, guys. Let's go. Give me points and topics. Variables 200.
200. Okay. What is the difference between the keyword var and val? 30 seconds. Usual. Team 3 doesn't have any points. You gotta be faster, guys. You want that prize, don't you?
20 seconds.
I wish I could play, but I'm doing this, so yeah. I love trivia.
10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Team 1, I mean.
Team 1.
Team 1.
Okay, Team 1.
All right, let's go. So I could say it with voice, right?
Yes, you may.
So var is mutable and val is immutable.
Yes, that is the correct answer. Var means the variable is mutable and val means the variable is immutable. All right.
Okay.
Nice. Team 1 said lead. Go.
3, 2, 1, go. Team 1 again.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
Don't worry. No, I'm not AFK. I'm literally spamming my mouse. So,
Oh my God.
is this allowed?
I mean, you kind of want to give others a chance. So
okay, after this I'm done.
Yeah, if you can try not to spam click. Use your reaction time.
Okay, so guys, give me points and topics. You wanna try 500 variables?
Ooh, interesting.
Okay, 500 variables. Let's go for the last one.
Val num int equals 1. Val's the. What is the output of this code? 30 seconds.
20 seconds. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, it's Team 1.
Wait, you're not spam clicking, are you?
No.
I open it once I say go, and then Team 1, yeah, okay.
You're so fast.
No,
okay.
this time I actually didn't start.
All right, let's see if you get this correct though. What is the output of this code? Tell me now.
It's I'm gonna answer error. It's gonna print out error.
Yeah, okay. Well, you are correct. The output of this code is indeed error because you cannot concatenate a string in this way. You must do it with the string in the front before the integer.
You really want the prize, huh?
Okay. I'll stop. I'll let the other team.
Well, okay. Sportsmanship. I like it.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Team 3, Kevin.
Yung mana, Kev? Which one?
Go, Kevin. Which one?
Say?
Yeah, he hasn't said anything.
It's up to you, Kev. Technically, you guys have to buzz again anyway. So.
Loops 500.
500. Let's go, the big boy. All right.
Big number.
What is the difference between a conditional statement and a conditional expression? 30 seconds, as usual.
20 seconds. 10. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, group 5.
All right, let's go, Bray.
Hey.
What's your answer, Bray?
So my answer is a conditional expression returns something while the statement doesn't.
Conditional expression returns something. Huh. I mean, that is the case for statements and expressions, but it's not exactly correct. The correct answer here.
Such.
Okay. It goes to team 3 then.
The next fast question.
It goes back to Kevin.
So expression is a boolean. If it determines true or false, then if it's true, then the statement will run. If not, then it's not. We go to other statement. Expression.
Wait, excuse me. So what's the difference between both of them?
Expression mainly is maybe boolean, something like that, true or false. Whereas statement, which will be executed if the expression is true.
That's not exactly correct either. Sorry.
Goes to team 2 then. Team 2.
Conditional expression returns a result, which but conditional statement doesn't have to be return a result.
That is exactly similar to Team
Come on,
5's
Eric.
answer, yeah.
Ngerti,
That's the same answer.
Lu kasar.
If we are comparing the difference between a statement and an expression, this is correct, I believe. But according to my answers here, that is wrong.
Okay, for the next is team 1. Bernard?
By the way, if all of you get this wrong, none the points doesn't go to anyone.
Bernard,
We're just going to move on. Are you there, team 1?
If team 1 is wrong, be ready for team 4. But unfortunately, yeah, team 4, yeah, bus. What will be your answer, Bernard? Want me to give you a countdown?
Can we have an answer, or we're just gonna skip?
I'm gonna give.
Is he typing or what?
I think so. He said his mic broke. Okay.
Okay. So is that it, or do we still
Felix, it's Felix.
So team 4. Okay, team 4. What's the difference?
Basically, conditional expression is more like ternary in modern programming language, usually for assigning something if true or false, while a conditional statement more like procedural execution, like running the subcode if true or else if false.
I heard something in. Wait, can I? Is the answer in chat? Can I read?
Yes.
That? Well, I think the keyword here is assigning, so we can say this is correct.
Yeah. Oh, it goes
the answer is that a conditional expression can be assigned to a variable, and this expression should have an else after the if statement block. So the answer that the other teams were giving is the difference between a statement and an expression, but not one that is conditional. Yeah. So team 4, you get a 500.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Team 2.
Team 2, okay.
I choose the last 500 one.
Function
Oh,
500.
big numbers. Create a function that adds the sum of two integer numbers and return the result.
30 seconds. Just type your function in chat.
Yeah, okay. You can type the answer in the buzzer, by the way. It has chat box there.
You can do that too if you'd like.
Yeah, 20 seconds.
Mind you guys, I did not create the questions.
10 seconds.
I am not a Kotlin expert, sadly. I'm just reading the
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Team 2. Let me copy paste first. Here.
Kenapa? Oh, I need to open the chat then.
Yeah, it's from team 2.
Num1 and num2. Num1 plus num2. Yes, that is exactly correct. Team 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that looks like. Let me check again, actually, just in case. Should be the same though.
It's the same.
It's a curly brace, right? Yeah. Okay, my eyes
Yeah.
are my bad. Alright.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Team 3, sorry. Kevin.
So what will it be?
Kevin? Variable 300.
Variables 300. Okay. Oh, how do you declare a mutable array named words with the elements Android Adventure Quest? Did we? Oh, 30 seconds. But did we discuss this actually? Can I have some verification, Fel? I don't believe we discussed mutable arrays today, did we?
We haven't talked about this yet, Vincent, because our time is limited. We can skip this question.
That's a shame.
Oh.
We went a little over schedule today, guys, so we can't cover that question. You can pick again, Kev.
Function 300.
Okay.
If a function doesn't have a return statement, does it mean it returns null?
3 seconds.
20 seconds. Ten. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Group 5. Oh.
Team 5. Satu, Bray.
Redemption.
Where is he? What's your answer, man?
Ryan? I mean, wait, no. He said no. My answer is no. Yeah, he said no.
How do we say this? I guess the answer is no. Yeah, the answer is no. You guys are familiar. Instead of null, it will return unit instead. So if you want to return null, you must explicitly state it as return null. I believe that this wasn't covered in enough detail earlier. So hopefully by next week you guys will know. Yeah, I don't think we covered unit that well, but okay. I mean, you guys identified it. Yeah, that's the answer.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Team 2, Eric.
Variables 300.
No.
We did that one. This one is off limits. Because we did not discuss arrays.
Dan function 200.
What's up, guys?
Just as a fun greeting. Hello, my name is.
I give you 5 seconds extra. Okay? Hey, that's me. $20. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Group 5.
Oh, team 5. What's the output, guys?
Well, hello, my name is Bentley and I am 19 years old.
That is indeed correct.
Wow.
And I am 19 years old. So team 5.
Team 5 is catching up to team 1.
It's so close, except for team 3, sadly. Okay.
Hey, don't bust. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, it goes to team 1. Bernard, which one?
All done. Okay, team. Loops 200.
I do not believe we covered this either, Yavel.
Yes, we haven't covered this yet.
Well, sorry about that, guys. Well, we really lost a lot of time today. Hopefully we can fix the timing issues next time. But we can't pick this one, so these two are off limits. Only the hundreds
Oh,
left.
guys, what do you want, guys?
Variables, functions, conditionals now.
Team 5 must catch up to the pool.
Guys, which one, guys? Come on, pick a topic. Loops 400. What are the 3 main loop operations?
Thank you for reading. 30 seconds. Mm. Mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. 20. Loopy. 10. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Sorry, Bernard. It goes to the group 5 again.
Team 5.
Hi.
Go team 5. What is it? What are they? What are they?
For while and do while.
That is indeed correct. They are.
Woo!
Well.
Yo, team 5 and team 1 is head to head.
Neck and neck. Let's go.
Yeah. Okay. 3, 2, 1, go. Team 2.
Team 2, which one is it gonna be?
I guess we trigger someone to
Function 100.
$15. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Who is it?
Team 5.
Oh, that's okay. Team 5. Let's go. What is it? What's the key word? Fun. Yes, yes, that is correct. Fun.
Fun. I'm having fun. Okay. And that's the last
And
question.
last
Kok. Yeah,
but
go.
absolutely not least, we can just go straight into it. 30 seconds after we read var x equals 12, what is data type for the x answer must be in correct Kotlin syntax. There's a chance for a tie here. Wow. How many seconds left then?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, team 3.
Well, team 3, what's your answer? Data type for variable x.
It's int.
Int. Okay. Yes, it is int.
Hey, at least it's not 0 points. Hey.
Oh my god. Well, thank you for playing the game, guys. I'm sorry that we didn't get to answer these two questions. We because of the issues we encountered during the session, we didn't want anyone to fall behind in actually learning the Kotlin. So hopefully, not winning the prize doesn't deter you to keep learning Kotlin. We're going to try to make up for what we missed in today's session.
Win for team 5.
Yeah.
Congrats.
So team 5, Mr. Brian?
Mr. Brian Putra.
You can expect a prize soon enough.
Can you give us a speech, Brian?
Wow, Arek, you're demanding a little too much there. It's like aim lab. But that's what you want as your prize? Okay, so all right, guys. I know that the schedule said we were supposed to finish a little earlier, but there were some issues we encountered. So I'm sorry if this took up a little bit of your time during a weekend. But we are going to finally close the session. If you have anything to say, you can while we are closing. You can give the form soon. We are also going to do a mass screenshot. So please turn on your cameras. We're gonna need it for attendance. Yeah, the Binus traditional. Cameras, guys. Let's go.
Go, Rafael. Woo!
One of you guys, please take the picture, whoever it may be. Owen. Or...
You can pose, can do whatever you want, buddy. Oh, is that Eric? Wow. Keren.
Still waiting for everyone. Give us a second.
You heard him, guys.
Oh, that Guardian guy looks cool.
Picture. We get taking a picture.
I'm on the outside right now.
Oh.
Dude, you enjoying the air?
Picture.
Nice glasses, Arik.
Okay, we're all good, guys. Please fill in the form. Thank you.
All right, so please fill in the form. Thank you for coming to today's session. Just a heads up. I do feel like the rules of the game were a bit weird. Yeah, so we're going there. That's gonna undergo some changes, and hopefully we don't run into more difficulties. So we can be on time for the next game.
Yes.
Sorry for all the difficulties that arose. I hope you guys learned enough about basic Kotlin. See you guys next session.
Bye bye.
You
See
can
you
now
next
leave.
week.
You can now leave if you want.